Welcome back to Season 2 of the Kiwi Burgers podcast. I'm sure you've been at your seats excited waiting for this day to come after our 3-week hiatus.
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's around that time. It is, well, as you already know, nothing has changed right now. It's the same cast. No one has died or undergone any dramatic changes or any off-screen character developments, as far as I'm aware. And
Matt, get away from your mic.
Off-screen character development. I can now ejaculate an extra 3 feet.
What the
That
hell?
is awesome.
That is
impressive.
How, you ask?
3 feet.
Jelking.
What?
Joking.
What's jelking? So I
We're going to rename this guy to the Breach Cutter.
What the fuck?
The Breacher, breaking down doors with his nut.
Yeah, you know what it was? It was the release of the Dead Space remake, and I'm like, I want my dick to work like that plasma cutter.
You jacked off to necromorphs?
No.
Oh,
I just want it to perform like that one does.
Fair enough. Yeah, it is a pretty powerful gun.
Yeah.
this is pretty cool. That's not even our topic today. Our topic today is, drumroll please, Mad Max.
Oh yes.
Wow,
After-
not even a pause for that drum roll. Okay.
Yeah. I watched
Drumroll
Mad
was
Max
a-
Fury
was a-
Road recently. Watched it a couple times, in fact, because I liked it so much. And there were some things I took away from it. First thing, one of the guys is in it what used to be in the WWE, Nathan Jones. And three of the actors who played in it are dead.
Uh-huh.
Died rather recently too. And if you guys remember when it came out, there was that article written by one of them, men's rights websites that said, "Oh, why is Max a sidekick to a woman?" Blah blah blah. If you guys are familiar with that drama. Yeah, well, it was a
No.
bit of a thing.
No,
And,
not really.
Well, first off, in the last two movies, he was literally doing that, and second of all, he literally isn't a sidekick. They just work together and they do badass stuff. It was I would say it was a very big feminist film, and that was pretty cool though as well. There was like a lot of themes about like toxic masculinity, yeah, that was the main thing.
You're making me not like this movie anymore.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know what I got out of this movie? Fun,
Great
radical, crazy, jacked up vehicles in post-nuclear Australia.
Mm-hmm.
That is all I ever wanted in a movie.
I mean, I got that too, but I also, I was made to think as well, so
No, Mad Max is all about the action.
No, I was gonna say I feel like if you in a movie like that, if you're digging for themes beyond the surface, you're just gonna find what you think you see, because I don't think there is anything deeper to
There
that
actually
movie.
is.
Yeah, it's just fucking Tom Hardy grunting at the camera.
Actually,
Yeah.
funny enough, he actually has 82 lines in the entire film.
Exactly.
Plenty
Upon-
of screen time. He just doesn't talk much. Which
Upon
ones?
Googling Mad Max Fury Road, people also ask, why is Mad Max Fury Road so good?
Yeah, it was
It's
really
a
good.
great
I watched it
movie.
like 3 times. I also really like the Immortan Joe's mask. That is a baller mask.
Yeah, it's like it's cool, yet it fits. I don't know where I was going with that. I had something and I just lost it like halfway through the sentence. Dope mask, simple.
Yeah, very dope mask.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Speaking of
Isn't it-
movies,
is-
I
hey,
got to
hey,
watch.
hey.
Hold
talking here.
on, 1 second. I wanted to talk about something.
Oh no.
So, currently, there's Mad Max, which came out in 1979. There's Mad Max 2, which came out in 1981. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, 1985. Mad Max Fury Road, 2015.
Yep.
So there was a 30-year gap between the Thunderdome and Fury Road.
Yep.
And then we're getting a new movie next year called Furiosa.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then what is this Mad Max The Wasteland?
I think that's another one coming out. I think Furiosa is just a spin-off, and I think Wasteland's just the next one coming. I could be wrong on that though.
Okay. All right. I just thought it was interesting that there were all these different movies that are really old about
Yeah.
Mad Max.
Yeah, did you not know about its origins?
No, I did. I'm just reminding the audience that it's got a pretty decent list of movies other than Fury Road.
Yeah. I think Mel Gibson's in the first three, or one of them.
He I believe directed or produced and acted in all of them.
Yeah.
The other thing
Alright.
is the actor that played Immortan Joe was the
Died.
main villain to the first Mad Max movie.
And he died of COVID. I think he died 2019 or 2020. Either or. Rest in peace.
So, Matthew, you were going to reference something?
Oh yeah. I just watched another movie. I'm sure you guys know who Wings of Redemption and Boogie 2988 are.
Of course.
Yes. Just a bit of background. Wings of Redemption he was big back in when Call of Duty was popular.
Oh, he's
for YouTube.
big.
Yeah, he literally
He's
is.
really big.
We'll get to that. We will get to that. Bit infamous as a bit of a lolcow now, with his infamous Twitch stream rages, all that sort of stuff. And Boogie2988 is an OG YouTuber, who you may remember his I forget the name of the character he played, but that angry fat guy.
Francis.
Yeah, Francis.
Francis.
And he also just being very controversial for his views, and I think he tried to shoot someone a year ago or something. But the thing is, I don't know how this started, why, but someone decided they should have a boxing match.
I mean, it'd be a
And-
good show.
Yeah, and so I just watched it, and Wings
Fat
won.
on fat violence.
Yeah,
What
Wings won, and yeah, pretty much he won, and he was actually pretty good at it. Not going to lie to you. He actually, did a worked out for it, left his room, trained, and actually watching the fight, the punches that he was throwing were really good as well. I don't think Boogie had any offense at all. He got wasted by Boogie.
He got walloped.
Yep. And yeah, so I'm just gonna say, I think I gotta give mad props to both of them for that, because one, they both left their rooms, trained, and had a fight. And Wings finally got his redemption.
He should just end it there. End his entire career there. He won.
I was really
he
worried
got redemption
for a second. He should just end it. Whoa, where are you going there, bud?
Chill.
No, Wings of Redemption. Don't do that. But I will say, if you end your channel right now, you could be Rings of Redempted.
Wings of
Redeemed.
Redeemed. That's
Wings
the
of
word.
Redeemed.
That's the
Yeah,
word.
that's the word.
Yeah,
And then you'd be known as the guy that beat up Boogie.
yeah,
And
but
one.
he's got to make a living somehow. Yeah, but you won.
Yeah, that's true.
It was very good. That I will also say this is the first full boxing fight I've ever seen. So that's the extent of my knowledge of boxing, because I do pro wrestling. Anyways, in other news, you guys remember when Travis Scott did a concert in Fortnite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was
Yeah.
one of the biggest events Fortnite ever had.
Yeah. Well, what if I told you Roblox had a concert too with this? I've never heard of this guy before. This rapper called Destroy Lonely. And apparently, a few songs into the set, he walked off the stage.
In Roblox?
Yes. And
Oh.
I think also left the game. What the fuck is that noise?
Now you know how
That's
it is.
that's Boogie pulling up to kick your ass.
Oh no, he's got the gun. Give me 1 second.
So something about a rapper falling off stage in Roblox.
No, he didn't fall off stage. He just
Okay.
walked off.
He walked off. I think I'm assuming it's either technical issues, but I heard someone say it was because someone threw water at him or something. I don't know if that was a joke or not. I've literally only seen this one tweet cover it, and I don't know where else to go with this, but it's fucking funny. Oh. I also just realized this guy was born in 2001. He's the same age as my sister.
See, it's always funny seeing different rappers or different like famous people being younger than you.
Yeah.
It makes you feel a little like empty, I guess.
Yeah. To be fair, some of the people younger than us who are famous are famous for like all the dumb reasons. Like, you remember that Catch Me Outside girl?
Oh, her name was like what? Bad Baby.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Danielle.
Holy shit! Someone just Philip says the N word in the fucking Roblox chat.
It's Roblox. What do you expect?
Yeah, it's Roblox.
Actually, I'm not going. This song is actually pretty good, though. I will say.
Math, you sound pretty deep fried right now.
Fuck, my bad. Moving up.
But yeah, I thought that was really silly.
Yeah.
Having concerts in video games is absolutely silly to me.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know why. Honestly, I'll take that over actually going to a proper concert because of how fucking expensive they are nowadays.
Yeah, but the whole going to a concert is all about the experience.
Sorry, I was gonna say it's all about the experience. You're paying to be there.
And my wallet's experiencing pain by being fucking drained.
Well, yeah,
So-
that's the cost.
Exactly. To be fair though, most of the concerts I've been going to are pretty decent, or I'm able to get, or I either get them for free because they're free, or luck.
Oh, yeah, homeless.
So something like
Sorry, my bad.
that. Before you just trying to do an ad lib there.
No. Well, what else is in our? What else can we talk about?
Oh,
with Mad Max Fury Road, since that's supposed to be our topic for today.
Oh yeah. I don't know how to make a segue into this, but have you guys heard of that Good Doctor show? Or Good Surgeon?
I know exactly what you're gonna talk about.
I'm a surgeon!
I'm a surgeon!
I am a
I'm a
surgeon!
surgeon! Oh, I fucking love that. It's being memed so hard.
Like,
It's
people,
fucking-
I think the funniest part of this situation to me was because I had no idea what the hell's going on. I don't watch TV, but I saw somebody do a synopsis of it. Like, I can't remember. I don't remember his first name, but Daehan, the guy Daniel Daehan.
Kim.
Um,
I don't know the act. I only know his name, Dr. Han, but I know the actor Daniel Day Kim.
Yeah, Daniel Day Kim. He bought. So according to what I read, it was he came across the show. It was originally Korean, and he bought the rights to it, made an American version, and then plays the doctor he plays is the one from the original Korean show. And he just comes in and fucking mogs on the new guy.
That's so I've never seen the new Doctor either. I only ever see like bits of House, and House walks in and he goes, "You're all dumb, I'm right," and they all go, "You're not
mean.
following code, but you're right, and you're mean, so we can't let you do your thing." And then House goes, "Well, he's gonna die if I don't do my thing," and they go, "Fine, do your thing, but I'm gonna be real grudge." That for like 12 seasons.
Yeah.
I pretty much summed up all of House for you.
Yep.
Good job. But then in The Good Doctor, immediately you see this like... I know he's older than this, but like you see like this 26-year-old kid screaming, "I'm a surgeon! I'm a surgeon! I'm a..." And then the other guy, no reaction.
Just the Dr.
Just-
Han stare.
Yeah, just like hands together, just staring at him as he's screaming. So funny.
It's just fucking unbelievable. It's
And he's like, "I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the building."
Yeah,
I'm a
he's-
surgeon! I'm a surgeon!
yeah. I've heard a lot of talk over the show is like a very bad representation of autism in general, apparently, and yeah, I'm not surprised.
Oh, it's a that's what it's about?
Well, the Good Surgeon. The guy goes, "I'm a surgeon." He's autistic, and that makes him special or something.
Oh.
In fact, if the whole thing leading up to that scene, I think it's in the episode where he keeps misgendering a transgender girl, because he just
autistic.
keeps spouting facts. But the funny thing is, like, that isn't realistic because most there's a big crossover between trans and autism apparently, and yeah, I think there's something about that. I don't know. I saw it in like a tree. I wasn't paying attention. I was laughing at the video.
You're getting facts from Twitter. It's always going to be wrong.
Yeah, but you know.
The only show I know that shows representation for autistic individuals, there's this K-drama about a lawyer who's autistic,
Better Call Saul.
and the whole reason that she functions as a lawyer is because she knows all the laws down to their T, but she just can't like function in like a public setting. I've only ever seen a handful of episodes, and they're kind of good. I think that's well put together.
Not gonna lie, yeah.
I just think that that whenever you try to make a show about that's like highlighting autistic people, you got to be very careful.
Yeah, because there's so
Because
many.
it's
I would
different ways
say-
of autism.
I would say if you are making a show that's meant to highlight any particular type of person, you need to be very careful.
Yeah,
y'all ever seen the show Clarence?
Clarence. Nope.
No, that was after my time.
After you
So
time.
he's
Are
he's
you
like
fucking dead?
No, but my era of Cartoon Network, I stopped watching it around, I don't know, 2010.
yeah, that thing, that
What
guy.
the fuck is that? I hate it. Kill it right now.
Clarence.
I hate it.
Well, I'm glad you're willing to kill autistic children just because they're different. Sorry, Matt.
They're not the only targets.
No, I did catch a couple of these back on Cartoon Network. It's been a long time since I've seen Cartoon Network, but I remember Clarence being up there near the end of me watching. And the whole point was it was supposed to show like the inside thoughts of an autistic mind. And I remember the show did not get very good reviews. It ended up being really really weird.
Yeah.
They kind of made them unlikable. Anyway, that's all I was saying when it comes to autistic representation in this kind of field. There is that one dating show about dating on the spectrum.
It is very difficult to do.
Now,
Very
I have
interesting.
something very important to bring up.
Go ahead.
Yes.
What does this have to do with Mad Max?
I don't know. There's probably like some autistic people in Mad Max.
I'm just bringing it up because it immediately. So, I think a little bit of transparency for this to make sense. We were planning on trying to be a little bit more focused in our content, and we were going to try and stick mostly to one subject and try and keep things relevant. We failed immediately.
Yeah, we are not good at this shit.
Because Math wanted to talk about himself all the time. Wanted to talk about autism.
What? What's this got to
I'm
do
just
with me?
messing.
What? I am not.
Did you eat
autistic.
breakfast this morning?
Yeah, I ate breakfast.
What if you didn't eat breakfast this morning?
What do you mean?
What if you didn't eat breakfast this morning?
Well, I did though. I don't know. I would have been
What'd
a
you
bit
have?
more hungry, I guess. I had cereal. No, Weetabix. That's one.
But what if you
Weetabix.
didn't eat breakfast?
I guess I'll be a bit hungry. Or I'll have eaten lunch.
Okay. I'm glad we got there at the end. You had me scared for a moment.
Yeah.
Anyway,
The fuck just happened?
Anyway,
sorry.
I feel
live
like
Dr.
okay,
Han
you know
reaction.
what? I'll say this: I feel like Mad Max was not a good subject matter because I don't think any of us are well informed enough about it to
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
do
I
a
agree.
whole hour-long.
Who
segment.
even put that on? Who even put that as a topic?
That
Math.
would be
Ah.
me. I was watching. I just finished watching it. I enjoyed it. I thought it'd been nice to talk about.
No, it'd be nice. It's nice to talk about. It's just that like one movie,
None of
I
us
don't think is
know.
enough to do an entire hour segment unless it's something that's ridiculously layered.
Like Mad Max
Um,
Fury Road.
Yeah, that has about as many layers as Pancake.
Now, we could talk about a good topic that Math had brought up. Unfinished state of games.
Oh yeah.
Games that get released unfinished.
Okay, yeah. Let's just go off the bat. As you know, that new Star Wars game came out and ran like shit on like PC, I think.
That I wouldn't say is in the unfinished category.
Oh no, I thought it was unfinished. Alright, let's just go on another more famous one.
Well, no, that's an
finished,
optimization problem.
Yeah, it was unoptimized.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so that's not an unfinished state, but that is a different subject, but in the same vein of developers just. I'm not gonna say developers because 9 times out of 10 it's the production, it's the producers,
Publishers, you mean?
Publishers. There you go, that are going. We need this game out in this time frame, and every single development office out there is saying it'll be done when it's done. And the problem is we're in a state where before, 7-10 years ago, it was reasonable to have a time frame for a game's development to be about 2 to 3 years. But now games are they're so much heavier for both size, detail, development. There's a lot of stuff going on that makes it take much longer, as well as a lot of the tech changes and there are those developers that want to do experimental things, but they are being pushed to release these games too soon.
Yeah.
And I think it's just they need to step back and realize releasing a game in a 2-year time frame is no longer the standard. What's a good example of a game that is pushed way too soon? That's recent. That's relevant. I would say recent, but Cyberpunk's not a good example because they were working on it for. If you assume that they were not working on the game at all until they were done with the final DLC for Witcher 3, which was in 2016, early 2016, that means they were working on it for 4 years.
Oh yeah.
What about Redfall?
Oh yeah, that's
that's
that
a
game that came out that's just not functional.
That is a game that suffered it on all aspects. There was not enough oversight. The developing team, if they wanted to or were pushed to put it out really fast, as well as it's Arcane, who's a studio that hadn't really worked with that formula before. They haven't made that type of game. So it was not only were they stepping on experimental ground, there was also it's a rush job that had really no goal in mind. So that was just that was dead on arrival.
Yeah, absolutely. I heard about it a month before release, and I had no hopes for it at all.
I want to say it was originally announced early last year.
Well, remember we talked about it on the podcast. We all said that we were excited for it to come out.
I never did.
I didn't say that either. I think you are lying.
I think I got us on recording saying that.
He has the receipts.
But
yeah, I was gonna say if I had said anything even remotely positive about the game that wasn't indifferent, was probably somewhere along the lines of, it seems an interesting concept.
Yeah, I would have said that
I think
too.
it was that it was multiplayer and that it was the style of it. I think we all said that it would be cool to play together with it.
I guess my impression was, it's like Vampire Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, that was okay. I thought we all generally thought it was cool. If it came out the way it was supposed to, would you guys think it was cool and worth $70?
No.
No, I don't think any game should be $70, to be honest.
You don't think so?
I've had enough of games being so expensive.
How long has it been the
$60
$60 standard for games?
I want to say since at the latest it started, probably like the 2006 generation, so X360, PS3, Wii.
I think it was later than that, to be honest.
No, majority of games were $60 at that time. It was the Wii. The Wii noticeably had less expensive games, and there was more of an abundance of smaller games that were like $30, $40. But for the most part, the standard for games was about $60 for that entire era.
Sounds about right.
I was just thinking, because if I feel like the production quality is much higher, and they're grasping at straws at how to make these games give them more money. So if they have to make their games $70 to give us like the good stuff,
no, they don't.
That's
that's the problem. The reason that they're trying to up the price to get more money is because they're not making enough money off of selling the games because their products are mediocre.
Yep.
They're giving us poor quality games, losing money, so they think, oh, we need to upcharge it instead of focusing on quality.
Okay. See, I don't buy a lot of games. The last game I bought begrudgingly because I had already bought it before. Square Enix, I fucking hate you, all right? If you're listening to me, how much did that game cost again back in that time? I think it was $50 as I bought it. I bought Dragon Quest XI, all right? I enjoy the Dragon Quest series. And they said, oh, well, we put out all these new features, but we're not going to update the game with them. We're going to re-release the game with them and call it the Definitive Edition. And the people who have the original game aren't going to get it. Matt, is your office like falling apart? Stapler by drawer?
Might be, actually. This building shakes a lot when there's an earthquake.
it just sounds like a bureaucratic meltdown in there.
I'm just shifting around. Don't bully me, man. It's not my fault. My mic's good.
Anyway, I had bought Dragon Quest XI again because I really wanted the new stuff. But I hate that I bought it, that I had to buy it again. That's all I got to say about that. I don't buy a lot of games. I buy games if there's a lot of hype around them and there's like almost a guarantee that it's going to be good. I don't buy games on launch either. I don't pre-order. I don't buy them on launch. I wait to see how people's first experiences are. And then if they're pleasant, I'll buy it. If they're not, I won't.
The only way I've been pre-ordering games lately is because I was blind drunk. Like, I did that with the new Resident Evil, and now I've done with Bolt Gun, so clearly the drunk me is a gamer. And will consume product.
I don't think Bolt Gun will be that bad.
I'm not
bad at all.
I don't think it's going to be bad.
I think its launch is going to be pretty good for being only a 4 gig game. And like a Doom-esque style concept. Is there a way they can mess it up?
No. Not necessarily.
It's possible. Like,
not in a way that would be like.
They included Marvel dialogue. By the Emperor, that happened. There's a Terminator right behind me, isn't it?
Oh my! I would actually pay for like a goofy 40K game like that. I really want a silly 40K game.
You can have your Marvel
Shooter's Blood and Teeth.
No, it's not that I'm looking to that for genuine entertainment. I want it just so I can laugh at how absurd it is and how silly it is.
But that's not. Yeah, that doesn't have that either.
It was funny.
Well, no, but it's silly.
Yeah, it is. It's not like the classic Marvel garbage.
He didn't say he was after the Marvel garbage. He was saying just he wants a silly, goofy game.
I just want. Oh, I do want the guys. I would laugh so hard.
Jacob, get Pulsar Lost Colony.
No, don't get Pulsar Lost Colony. He's gonna fucking juke you.
What the fuck does juke mean?
He's gonna jelk you off.
You gonna jelk me?
What? Is this a new word that I've just completely missed out on?
It's not new.
Jelking.
It's been around for a few years.
I'm not Googling it.
No, but I played Pulsar Lost Colony once, and that's because I was duped by another Discord member into buying it, and then I bought it, I started playing it, ass.
It's actually really fun.
Ass.
Only with friends.
Yeah.
If your game requires like a full party of people that you know and already have fun with, the game is ass.
Well, I mean, you can always join other servers, to be fair.
Never once have I ever had fun doing that.
I did.
Have you ever played Sea of Thieves with random people?
Yeah, I hated it because... Oh, no, I played it with, 2 people we know. But I shall not
Random
mention.
people.
Yeah, no, I haven't. No.
And you hated it.
Oh, well, I never got the chance. After I played it with, like, those 2 people, I just said, yeah, I'm not touching this again. This was not fun.
I used to play back in the day with a bunch of friends. And the game itself wasn't that fun. It was spending time with your friends in an interactive environment that was fun. So, a game like Pulsar Lost Colony is not fun. You just like being with your friends online.
Plus, it's
Pick a better
$30.
game. Well, you know what we all should play the Jackbox games.
Indeed.
Jackbox games are always
I
fun.
think
Those are fun.
I think that would be really fun for us to do.
Oh, it is $30. I thought it was like 20. Interesting.
If I could refund my edition,
Shoot His Blood and Teeth was mentioned. Does everybody have that?
I have it.
I have it.
Who?
It's a game where you play as an orc in Warhammer and you just shoot things.
Yeah, it's a side
Oh, we
scrolling
could
platforming
totally-
shooter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's got
We could-
blasters
it's-
as well, actually.
It's Gore's Guns and Cannoli, but with orcs.
Yeah. And it's...
No, it's metal. It's
pretty
Metal
fun.
Slug with orcs.
Dude, it's made by the people that made Guns, Gore, and Cannoli.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's fair. I was saying the style is very reminiscent of that old. I loved Metal Slug. It's really weird because I went to a like an arcade, and I saw that they had a Metal Slug on one of the machines, and it made me feel super old. But I used to play an emulated version on the PSP, and then I bought it for the Switch and beat all of the games on the Switch. I love Metal Slug. It's just so
Quirky.
stupid. But it's fun. I like it. But yeah, Jacob needs to get Shoot His Blood and Teeth so that all of us could quickly do the campaign together.
Teeth.
It's very silly. Very fun.
I could be keen. Yes, indeed. Could be keen.
Any other games that failed on launch?
There's probably been a few. I mean, the OG example could be like No Man's Sky.
Well, that picked itself
Yeah,
up.
because it's off.
I'm gonna-
Made to have a good
After a
start.
few
Alright.
years.
Yeah. WWE 2K20 is bad. It's just bad.
Uh,
Yeah,
I wouldn't know.
yeah. Well, I haven't played it, so but I just saw the gameplay and it's like, yeah, no. Well, not the gameplay, just a lot of bugs and shit.
I've never been into sports games.
Yeah,
that
just go
much.
outside.
You know, what else had a bad launch? Would you say Darktide had a bad launch?
Darktide is still bad.
Well, yeah, but I mean, would you say it had a bad launch? Like
Yes.
a typical bad launch?
I thought it was pretty good because it was fun at the time, and then we just started realizing,
Oh, it's
okay,
not.
yeah,
It's
no.
not about. Yeah, it's not about fun. We're talking about like the state of the game. You can
Optimization
have
and-
fun with an objectively bad game.
Not yet.
And Darktide, it was in its open beta, and they were like, okay, cool, we've got tons of feedback, we're gonna work on stuff, and everyone was saying it's the optimization. Game runs like ass. Even most people are struggling to run it on the lowest settings. It's oversized, yada yada yada. And they fixed some things, but they were so minor that it's like, what the hell? And everyone's annoyed with it. They got the in-game cash shop functioning fully. We still didn't have crafting. The game was still having random crashes. It was not in a good place.
Yeah,
but you can pay for premium currency.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Put in your credit card information. Don't forget the wacky 3 numbers on the back.
I love that guy. Don't forget the wacky 3 numbers on the back. Help! Citizens of Wizard City! I need to defeat Malistaire! Quick! Use the credit card!
If you guys want to know about a broken game at launch, Babylon's Fall.
The fuck
Hear
is
about
that?
You know Platinum Games?
No.
They made Metal
It's
Gear
like you're
Rising
speaking a new
Revengeance.
language.
They made Metal Gear Rising Revengeance and Bayonetta and all that.
Oh, they made that? Okay.
Yeah, they made Babylon's Fall, and it failed so badly that they cut off the servers a year after release. It released in 2022.
Oh, here's one. Ow, that hurt. Space Hulk Tactics.
Ooh.
It was a video game adaptation, like direct from the Space Hulk board game to a video game format. It is a game that actively does not function. It had an online multiplayer. They dropped the servers after 1 month.
Damn.
But despite its complete failure, it was still available to purchase. I think it still is, and it was like $15. And when I say non-functional, I mean I played the game for probably like 2 hours trying to figure it out, and I would say in one game I had taken a shot with a Stormbolter that had anywhere between 75 to like 98% chance to hit. Not a single shot hit ever. The only time that I was ever able to successfully damage a Genestealer was firing a plasma cannon, and its indirect explosion would do damage. By the way, the Genestealers one-shot you if they actually make it to you in melee.
They do. It's so annoying.
Which, by the way, you have melee weapons. Like, you have the option to get into melee. But it doesn't matter because you always miss. And if you miss, they get a chance to hit you. So they kill you in one hit.
I guess they never miss, huh?
And so it's a game that doesn't work and had no support.
Marky Betty doesn't love you.
Mwah.
I hated that I did that. Keep going, Caldor, so I can die with dignity.
No, and you chose to do that when I was done.
Let's kill him.
Anyway, top 10 worst games on launch according to Game Rant. I don't necessarily care for game journalism, but they're an info dump, so I'll take it. Number 10 is Anthem. I didn't even know what Anthem was. I just remember a buddy of mine really was looking forward to it, and then he got like his heart ripped out when that game was ass.
It looked like a bunch of just like power armor jetpack flying around. That actually looked exciting to me. I was tempted.
Number 9 is Assassin's Creed Unity.
No, yeah, I can imagine why.
I don't exactly keep up with the Assassin's Creed franchise. I played Black Flag. I played 3. That's pretty much it. So I have no idea what happened with Unity, if someone wants to get into that.
The only game I've ever probably played of Assassin's Creed is Black Flag, and that's the only good game, I guess.
Huh.
I'd say a
That's
majority of like the later Assassin's Creed games in that era was mainly bad due to technical performance and a lot of like tons and tons of bugs.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. Cyberpunk 2077 is number 8.
Oh, yeah.
But we all know what happened there.
Yeah, I still regret buying it.
I played it
Still?
a bit.
I'm going to go to New Zealand and crush your head with a big rock.
Who?
The game's good now. It's
Yeah.
playable now.
I played a bit of it recently because I just got done watching Edge Runners. So yeah.
Yeah, it's playable now.
Jedge Runners.
So what you?
It's
wanna
really
do?
good right now.
Edge Runners saved
Fallout's
Cyberpunk.
trying to save Cyberpunk. Number 7 is Fallout 76, which, if we've all seen the Internet Historian's video on it, it is hilarious.
That was alright.
I have no idea how the state of the game is today. I could ask my brother. He probably plays it. Oh, excuse me. But he's a big fan of Fallout, so I think I could just ask him. Unless one of you guys know how it is today.
I tried it on Game
I-
Pass like a few months ago. It was just boring. It's just a huge open
Boring.
world with not a whole lot to do.
Fair enough. Number 6, Final Fantasy 14.
Never played it.
Okay, I can
played
go into
Final
I
Fantasy.
can go into some detail on this. So, Final Fantasy 14 is an MMO. When it first launched, the world was so awful, and because it was not streamlined, it didn't make sense. It was non-linear. The experience of the world itself was just terrible. So they took the game down and worked on it and relaunched it with the a Realm Reborn. Which, by the way, there was actually an in-game event before they took the servers down that caused the end of the world.
Lovely.
And they then rebuilt the entire game. I mean, they probably kept some assets from the knowledge that I have, but they rebuilt the entire map, new storyline, quests, everything, and released it as a Realm Reborn. So it was a game that was so bad at launch, they actually just basically made a second game.
They nuked it.
That is really interesting. Is it any good today? Like, is it worth
Oh fuck
getting
yeah!
a subscription?
No,
do.
like
It's really
the
good.
Realm Reborn was an amazing change. Like if you like playing MMOs like classic like WoW, the Star Wars: The Old Republic, it fits that bill. And I would say one
Interesting.
thing that it has that I really like is its career system. So you pick a class to start with, but as you travel through the world, you can find trainers and pick up a new career, and you restart at level 1, but you can freely just switch between your careers.
That's cool. So you really only need one character.
Yeah. The only reason you would make a different character is because you want to play as a different race.
That's really cool. I might look into that.
And their profession system, so all their crafting and cooking, alchemy, smithing, all that is a career in itself. Like, you actively switch to that class in order to perform the actions, and it has very in-depth ability use. So it's not just I get materials, I go to a crafting station and then hit a button as I make things and wait for progress. You actively have to be involved in each item you make.
That's really cool.
Who asked?
Uh,
No jokes.
Can we ban this
I
guy?
think
Nah,
I think I did.
nah, I was just trying to be silly.
I'm gonna rip your head off.
A small price to pay for
I'm gonna
silliness.
rip off your head and shit down your neck.
What's the next game?
I wanted to mention something about MMOs that I thought was funny. Did you guys see that the new Chris Chan episode came out today? 75?
Yep, I watched it.
I have not watched it yet. What does this have to do with MMOs?
Well, Chris Chan decided to pick up an MMO.
Oh yeah, Dungeons and
And
Dragons.
I thought it was... Yep, the D&D online game. I thought it was so funny.
Oh, that game's awful.
Because Chris Chan is now... Well, at least not now, but in the documentary
At the time,
timeline...
yeah.
Was getting really into D&D and even created his own, he called it like Rural Quick, which is his like D&D spin-off Sonichu dimension world thing. And I just thought it was so funny. I was like, go! he's accessing other groups.
Oh no.
No, but I watched that episode, and that's pretty much what I got out of it, was back up to his silly shenanigans.
His dogs are so fucking... I would hate to live with those dogs.
Yeah, those dogs are really loud.
But yes, continue the list.
Okay, yep. Number 5 is... we're only halfway through this list. Number 5, Halo the Master Chief Collection.
Oh, that's surprising.
It probably
This one
aged
says,
badly.
hold on. This
Yeah, I
one
don't
says,
know
while the
about that.
campaign content was acclaimed by fans and critics alike, Halo the Master Chief Collection's online multiplayer component was completely broken at launch.
Of course.
And then number 4 is No Man's Sky, but we already talked about that.
Yeah.
And then number 3, SimCity 2013.
Yeah, I hear that
apparently,
launched terribly.
the only thing about this game was that you could only play it online.
Yeah.
And then they made their like online thing entirely inaccessible. So eventually they just updated it to make it possible to play offline.
Like
About
a
a year
year.
after its launch.
Yeah.
So yeah, the game was already dead. Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm going to be honest, I didn't like the story very much.
Loot box.
I only like the co-op in this game. The like whenever you get with 3 other people and defend or do objectives. I like that.
I've had a lot of fun with that game. The campaign, it was to
meh.
me is it had a strong start, and I liked the ending, but everything they did to get between those 2 points was kind of rocky, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. See,
the multiplayer I
think-
just thoroughly enjoyed.
Yeah, I enjoyed the multiplayer.
Uh,
I thought it was
you know,
neat.
it's not dead.
in my country it is. It's mostly
Oh.
bots, yeah.
The thing I didn't like about Star Wars Battlefront 2 was that it had all those transactions at the beginning.
Yeah,
But eventually they redeemed that by saying, "Oh, you no longer need that. We're just going to give everything to you because we're being clowned on so hard."
yeah, it was literally like, okay, you know what, we relent. So we're gonna free this all up. Any cosmetics that you already have are yours. We will give you your credits back, like your in-game currency back. And any further cosmetics were earned. Because you would use in-game credits, but the microtransaction didn't exist anymore. And people were still mad because of loot boxes, but the thing is that it was a ruse, because they're not random loot boxes. It was like cases of, if you purchase this for like 50,000 credits, you get a like armor paint pattern for all 4 clone classes, or some other infantry unit. So it was like they were still boxes, but they weren't random loot.
Yeah, I thought it was super silly, especially for cosmetic stuff. And then number 1, WWE 2K20.
Yeah, that was not a good launch. And it has-
Here's the description. WWE video games are often a mixed bag, but few of them have ever been as bad as WWE 2K20. It was a broken mess at launch and still is in many respects, full of severe technical issues and bugs, not to mention lacking any compelling or meaningful content. WWE 2K20 reviews are scathing as a result, to the point where it quickly became one of the worst reviewed games ever produced.
Yep. It was so bad they actually skipped
I will
over
be right back.
2K20. They actually skipped over 2K21 and just went to 2K22, which was a good improvement.
What could have happened? It's just dudes throwing each other around.
It's-
Yeah, what happened?
Well, they release one every year.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's just the development cycle, I guess. Just, got to do our annual WWE game, and boom, out it comes.
Wasn't there like one
That's
sports
really silly.
game that like was like a year later, but they still had like last year's textures all over the place?
It was probably a Madden game.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Let me look up sports games real quick. I'm gonna start off with NBA 2K23. Mixed reviews. What about 2K22? Mixed reviews. What about Madden? Are those? Does it even still go by Madden? No, it doesn't. No, it does. It does. Madden NFL 23. Mixed reviews. People are getting tired of every single year these sports games come out instead of just updating.
Mm.
Because then you gotta, if you really care about that year, you're gonna put in the. They are $60 a piece.
Uh-huh.
And it's the same thing.
What the hell?
Here's the thing, though. Back in from 2021, WWE released so many wrestlers that I think it actually almost delayed 2K22 because they had to, go and take them out or change them up somehow. So that's one thing.
Why don't they turn fucking sports games into like an MMO type thing? They
That'd be
usually
fucking
do it.
funny. That'd be cool.
I'm looking up the tag Sports Sims and Sports Managers.
There is a fun wrestling game called Wrestling Empire. It's and just always fight, always moving around, always fighting. Make you a wrestler. I still need to figure it out, but I don't know how. I'm not very good at it.
Guys, did you know that PGA Tour 2K23 is on sale for $20 right now? Pro golfing.
Fucking hell, I can barely stand amateur golfing.
You know, it's really weird, but I love golfing. If I could grow old and be like a 60-year-old who golfs like every weekend with like a light beer and a gaggle of old guys, that would be like the dream retirement for me.
You'd have to be rich for that.
Well, yeah. Alright, what else is here?
You know that Wrestling Empire game you just mentioned?
Uh-huh.
It's made by the same person who made Hard Time. That prison.
Oh, yeah, that prison game,
that,
yeah. Yeah, it's
What's that
essentially
called?
just like that.
Yeah. Who's that one YouTuber? Fucking Vinesauce, I think. Made a bunch of videos about.
2K23 is pretty positive. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go on.
No, it's just an interesting
mean,
fact that
Yeah. It does look like... I think... Is it online Wrestling Empire? Because that could be fun. Yeah, it is multiplayer. How much is it?
$20.
Oh, yeah. I'd say it's worth it.
Whatever happened to skating games?
Even flow. Like butterflies.
Well, speaking of that, Skate 4 is in development.
I was thinking more of the
Pro Skater?
not Rob Zombie, but the Power Man 5000 song, "The Worlds Collide."
That wasn't Rob Zombie on this. That was Pearl Jam.
That's what I just said. I said it wasn't Rob Zombie. It was Power Man 5000.
Who the fuck is that?
It's like Rob Zombie's cousin or whatever.
Huh.
But if you've ever played Skate 2, the Tony Hawk Skate 2, you would know the song.
Oh, okay. Cheesecake looks great.
Indeed.
So what I miss?
Keldor, how athletic are you?
Not very.
Mm.
Math, how athletic are you?
Reasonably athletic.
Jacob?
I barely leave the house.
I can confirm this.
I myself are not that athletic either. Our survival in the Mad Max Fury Road would be pretty low. Nailed it.
There we go. We brought it back in the end.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
We have very
Brought
good
it
at
back
this.
But
in
here's
the,
the
end,
thing.
baby.
Can any of us drive?
Yeah. Oh, I can drive.
Yeah, I can drive.
Sweet.
Double barrel shotgun. Equalizer.
I see.
Yeah, what role would you be in the apocalypse? I'd be the guy with like the burlap sack as like a helmet with the leather like X'd down his chest.
He
And
was
I
not
would,
wearing a burlap sack.
No, I'm not referring to anybody in particular.
Oh.
Just the aesthetic for what I would do.
I would be dead.
And then I would be the guy that would go like whenever I'd see things drive on by, and then I would viciously attack people. That's what I would do. I think it'd be a very productive.
You saying you want to be a
and
Tusken
useful-
Raider?
Yeah, but fat and with a burlap sack.
Why?
I mean, eventually I'd grow thin. But yeah.
Here, I'll put it in podcast references. Because I think the person that you were just starting to describe there, Omni, was the Great Humongous.
Oh my
Oh yeah,
lord.
that's.
That is
I
no-
changed my answer. That's me. That is straight up drip.
That is some king shit right there.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. All right, what are your guys' roles? Hurry.
I'll be dead.
Probably a slave.
Dead and a slave.
I drive.
Caldor, you gotta.
My chances
You
won't be good.
drive. You could convince people by saying you've watched Baby Driver like 6 times
Yeah.
Mm.
as you veer off the road a lot.
Take a play out of Wrath's playbook and just download a personality from Ryan Gosling.
I love Ryan Gosling as well, but is the Barbie movie out yet?
I think it's coming out soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
Me too.
I think it's gonna be really dumb,
When does it come out? 20th of July.
Oh,
and I really want to watch it with you guys. I mean, I can't watch it with you guys yet, but
Yeah,
I think it'd be funny.
it could work. That'd be fun.
He's 42. God damn,
That's a
he
great
looks
note.
good.
It's a great note to wrap up on.
The Barbie movie.
Any closing words for the returning audience?
Well, thank you guys for paying attention and thanks for waiting on us. We will be back to normal as from now on. So yeah, thanks for joining.
See you around.
Goodbye. Goodbye. You're all a part of my militant force in the Mad Max Fury Road universe. All of you.
Oh, great conscription.
Mutiny. Mutiny. Mutiny.
Let's kill him.
Could someone blast this guy off the truck?